Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel for this next video. In the last video I have explained the multi-level inheritance. In this video I'll also explain the multi-level inheritance, but this time I'll be using constructor. So how we are using constructor in inheritance, we'll see this program. So let's start with the program. Now here I'll be taking three classes, one worker class, then again officer, and then I'll use this manager class. Worker class will have this inputs, code, name and salary. So we'll start with the program as include iostream using namespace class name here worker. So this is the name of the class. We'll declare variable, as I said, three variables. We'll take code, name and salary. So here code and salary will be the integer. So take here S, C and S here, and name I'll be taking here character. One more thing, I'll just show you, we can also use this protected modifier, right? So we'll write here protected modifier. Now this public section, within this public section I'll declare this. See, this is the class, right? The name of the class is your worker. So constructor will be same as the name of the class here. So worker is the constructor. Now we need to take the input, right? So for example, cout will take this code, name and salary. Okay, so enter code, then we'll provide this input C code that will be repeated for all the three inputs. So this is for the name, this is for the name, then third one is for the salary, okay. Now we'll have one more member function for displaying the values, right? So we'll take member function void show worker. And we'll display all the three values, right? Cout, code, C here, we'll take NDL, it will be repeated for all the three inputs. So second is your name, third is the salary, second input is your name, third one is the salary, right? So this is the constructor for this class, and this is the member function for displaying the values, right? Since this program this class has been finished here, you can see this worker class will be finished here. Constructor opening bracket, closing bracket, then member function opening bracket and closing bracket, and this is the class, so opening bracket and closing bracket. So we'll put the semicolon to end of this class definition part. Now we'll have this derived class officer. official will inherit data from this class worker. So I'll write here public worker. Okay, within this again I'll use this protected modifier float. See, for this class I'll be taking here this HRA and DA, right? And I'll declare H and D, these two modifiers. So it will be float, and now I'll create here constructor for this class, and that will be written within this public section. So write here officer as a constructor. Within this, now you need to initialize HRA, and see we are keeping this float, and see this is 60% of this salary, right? So for example, multiply by 60%, so make it 100, and this is for DA also, and for example DA is 98% of the salary. So now this will be DA. It is 98% of the salary. So this is salary into 60 divided by 100, and salary into 98 divided by 100. Okay. Now again I have to take one member function here, just like this previous member function, right? I'll just take it. Okay. Now the member function, for example, I'll take here as show officer, right? So now I have to display this HRA and DA, right? One more thing I can do, I can call this previous member function within this member function, right? So I can call this so that directly at the end I can call only the last member function. So here worker, right? And we'll call this show worker, right? Put the semicolon here, and I have to display the HRA, right? So we'll display HRA, that is H, and the second is here DA, and this is D. Okay, so we don't have this third one, only two variables are there, right? So why I have written this line, see I am just calling this member function within this member function. That means when I call this officer, show officer, so it will display this show worker data as well as this show officer data both. Okay, so that means earlier I have taken the code name and salary, so along with this name, code and salary, HRA and DA will also be displayed. So now this class has been also finished, that officer class, right? So opening bracket and closing bracket. This is the constructor of this class officer, right? It is also defined. There is a member function show officer, right? It is also defined. So now once you finish it, you close this. So we'll put the semicolon here. Now one more class I have to create. For example, I'll write here manager, another class as a manager. This will access class officer. Okay, opening bracket and closing brackets. For example, just I have to create this data, right? So I'll be displaying, for example, CT allowances, then conveyance and the gross salary. Finally you have to calculate as a manager. So what is that CT allowances, right? So for example, I'll be declaring these variables. I can write here either private member function, this modifier. If you don't write, by default it will be used as a private. Okay, so write here float CT allowances, then conveyance, for example and also I have to display this gross salary, right? So I can use this GS. Now I will be creating the constructor. So within the public section, I'll write here manager as a constructor. Now CT convince, for example, this is 10%, so it will also be float, for example, float. It will be calculated as per the salary, so S into 10 divided by 100 as we have calculated. For example, convince we are keeping 500 fix, and gross salary will be here. This salary plus HRA plus DA plus CT convince as well as the convince. So all will be added here, right? Now this is calculated here. Now I have to declare one member function that will be used to display all the values, right? So for this particular class, for example, the manager is the class, so I'll declare a member function void show manager, right? For example, again just like this previous class, what I'll do, I'll call the previous class, right? So what I'll do, I'll call this previous member function that is called as officer. Okay, so this is show officer. Okay, and now I'll be displaying this city allowances, for example. City allowances, then conveyance, you can say. Conveyance and gross salary. So that gross salary okay, CT allowances here, this is CC as a variable, right? Conveyance, this is CB, and this gross salary, this is GS. Okay, see this class also we have to complete it. Now this is opening bracket of this class, this is the constructors, opening bracket and closing bracket, this is the member function, opening bracket and closing brackets, and see this is the end of this class, so put the semicolon here. Now all the three classes we have declared and defined. Now we have to create the member function, main function, void main. So int main, right? Now we have to create a class object, right? So what is the last class here? See, we'll create an object for this class manager. So we'll write a class manager m. One more thing, can you see here that we have to, since this is the constructor, right? So the worker is also constructor, then officer is also constructor, and manager is also constructor, right? So if it is a constructor, by default object will be taken, right? So no need to call the constructor. By default it will be called automatically, right? So only thing we have to call the member functions using the object. And one more thing, can you see here that I have called this member function that show worker within this officer, and also I have called this officer show officer within this manager. So that means when I call this manager, by default all the values will be displayed here. If I don't call, I have to write separately one by one, right? So that means I'll write here m dot. Can you see that this manager, right? So only the manager I can see here. So I'll be talking about your show manager. So I'll write here only the show manager. I'll call only the show manager, not all. Okay. Otherwise, I have to call this show worker as well as show officer and along with this show manager. Okay. I'll compile this program first. So compilation. Multi-level. Okay, I can save this. I have compiled this, right? Now I can run this program. Okay, can you see this? The program is executed successfully. For example, I'll put here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a code. Okay, I can write here name, and also I can write a salary. Okay, now it will calculate. You can see this code is displayed, name is also displayed, salary is also displayed, HRA that is 60%, so it is displayed as 3000. DA was calculated as 98%, it was displayed as 4900, and CT allowances that was fixed 500. Conveyance is also given that it was 10%, right? So 5000, and again 10% of 5000 it is 500. Conveyance is 500, and gross salary will be calculated, right? So it was added everything. Okay, so that means code, then HRA, DA, conveyance, CT allowances, all is added for getting this gross salary. So now this is the program for multi-level inheritance using constructor. Thank you. Thank you.